Man, YouTube, man. We ain't got more information on the OTF Doodie Low situation, man. Quando Rondo's homies, in fact, and indeed, claiming that they did that to Doodie Low. So, we finna get into this video. Shout out to Hookah Anonymous, and we finna get into it and see what he's talking about.
.patreon.com/hookah anonymous_. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines, but we'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah anonymous_ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, in this latest saga of OTF versus Quando Rondo and his affiliates, it's like every day something new is coming out in regards to them allegedly robbing Doodie Low in Atlanta and him getting shot in the process. Now, nobody involved these guys in the situation except themselves. When it first occurred, they took to social media to let it be known that they had something to do with it, and they're claiming it off rip. Now, before we continue, for y'all that don't know, OTF and Little Durk affiliate Doodie Low was shot in his leg in Atlanta a few days ago, and he was expected to survive. When it first occurred, no one knows what happened. It was just a very bland story, and everyone thought it would be left at that. However, it'll come out that he was allegedly robbed by Quando Rondo affiliates when they would get on social media and troll him after the robbery. No one believed it because most people were thinking, why in the world would they want to own up to a crime live on social media, knowing that it's still an open, active investigation?
Because these niggas is slow. They not the old gangster no more. This is a new age time of gangster. They want to put everything on the internet. They want it to be known. They don't care if they go sit in jail. They don't care. That's why they was quick to run with it. Like I said, did they really do it? Who knows? But that's what it really is. They just want to own up to something. They want to show that they the toughest nigga, that they did that to Doodie Low.
But that's exactly what they did. One of the affiliates will post to their IG story and say, quote, "No more talking, tallies outside, Haitian food. Better stay low in the egg." Now, everybody would clown them for pretty much glorifying that they shot him in the leg, which saying that they did what they did allegedly to Lil Pab, and yet y'all over there boasting about shooting him in the leg. But I guess once they seen that, they will also let it be known.
Exactly. That's another thing. I'm sorry for pausing it earlier, but that's another thing. If that was your so-called ops, why y'all just robbing me? Y'all just shot him and shoot him in the leg. Meanwhile, they done got your homie Lil Pab, but y'all here supposedly done robbed him and shot him in the leg. Good thing they didn't do it, because then it would have been, a robbery turned murder, which niggas do that for whatever reason. But you niggas be backwards, bro. Like, why y'all didn't do that to him right there? Y'all could have put him out of his misery. But y'all did a little leg shot though.
Knowing that he was robbed, and he was allegedly texting them to get his chain back. They will also take to their Instagram story to reveal a text message that they got where allegedly Doodie Low wanted to get in contact with them to get his chain back and offered money in exchange. It'll say, quote, "Doodie Low said if we can get his chain back, he got some cheese for us." And the person would caption it saying, quote, "F Doodie Low," laughing emoji. Now, like I told y'all before, I don't know why Doodie Low would try to get his chain back, why he would offer money, knowing that these guys are they ops. In situations like this, when you get caught lacking, the only thing you can do is either try to get your chain back in assurance, or you just let the people that took it have it, because it's more humiliating trying to get it back, as you can see. Now, not only that, he should know, because Doodie Low definitely been a part of the streets for a long time, especially within the drill culture. He should know better than to be asking for his chain back, because he knows that something like this will happen, where they're going to clown him, show it off, and expose him for trying to get it back. Now, keep in mind, I felt this was a little premeditated, because what's the odds that the beef between Quando Rondo and Little Durk and NBA Youngboy and them was kind of simmering down due to the RICO that has transpired between Little Durk for the unalive of Little Pab. However, this transpired, and once it transpired, it will also come out that NBA Youngboy is set to perform in Chicago on one of his tour dates on September 24th, 2025. So as you can see, all the buildup, it just kind of made sense as to what's going on now, because like I told y'all before, the whole beef and back and forth between these two simmered down and nobody was really talking about it.
Right.
Now it comes out that Doodie was shot, then he was robbed, and coincidentally, these guys are the ones that did it. And then next thing you know, right after that, we hear that NBA YoungBoy is going to Chicago. What a coincidence. Now, even though a lot of people thought that this was fake or false or just staged, come to find out that they actually have a chain that might belong to Doodie that a Quando Rondo affiliate will post to his IG story once again. Now, they will post a chain and a watch that I'm assuming belongs to Doodie according to them, and they would tag Doodie name in the post as well. Check this out.
Where's the OTL pendant at? Like where's the pendant? Now I don't like, cause if they took it, why they didn't show the whole chain? They just showing the Cuban. Like I said, maybe I don't know. Doodie always got that motherfucker OTF thing, chain on pendant on his Cuban. So maybe they took it off or something. But if I take a chain and I'm gonna show it and put it on the internet, I'm gonna show it. Like, nigga, I'm gonna show this motherfucker like OTL's chain, show the pendant on that motherfucker, tell him to come get it back. Like, where's the pendant at on it? Like, is that really his chain now? Like, maybe, like I said, we don't even know if these niggas really even took it. Yeah, like, where's the pendant at? That was a whole picture of it right there. And a watch.
Now I'm a little skeptical here, y'all, and here's why. Maybe the watch looks a little bit identical to the one that he has on in his picture.
Was that like blood stains or something?
But the chain, I don't know too much about. For one, If they did take his chain and watch, I think they would have been posted it the day of when everything transpired instead of waiting for days after. Like I told y'all before, it's almost like this big saga that they want going on, to where it's like every other day is going to be something new coming out about this situation.
Right.
But then on top of that, where is the OTF piece? Right? That'd be the first thing you would want to show. If you done took...
Exactly. Where's the OTL pendant at? Like I said, if I'm gonna snatch a nigga chain, I'm gonna put that motherfucker on. And see if he's my so-called op and I take his chain off of him and I popped him in, did what I did to him, I'm gonna put that motherfucker on soon after I did it and show him. Cause niggas run to the internet, but I wouldn't put it on, if I was YN, I ain't a YN. But yeah, I'm gonna let him be known that I took his chain. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Where's the pendant at? Like, where's that OTL piece at?
Your ops chain, you know that y'all been beefing for the longest. You know that this will symbolize that you got their chain with no denial in sight. The first thing you want to do is show off the logo.
All right.
So yeah, they showed off a chain, they showed off a watch, but to be honest with you, this don't prove that it is Doodie Lowe's.
Exactly.
I don't know, maybe I'm bugging. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all think different. But like I said, the first thing I would want to post is the OTF piece. We see Doodie with a chain that looks similar to this one, but the one that he wears often, which is the OTF piece.
Exactly. He got that motherfucker on.
It don't look nothing like this one. And like I said, they didn't show off the OTF piece. And if you really did, in fact, have that chain, that'd be the first thing that I will actually post. Now, I know y'all love saying, Hookah, you a conspiracy theorist. Hookah, sometimes people get robbed. Sometimes people get shot. These are things that happen every day. And they do. But like I told you before, some things that just don't make sense, don't make sense. For one, where's the OTF piece? And for two, I don't understand how these grown men could be sitting on social media doing these type of antics knowing that there's a current RICO going on.
Because they don't care about going to jail. They don't. Like, I don't like, bro, like I said, I went to that motherfucker one time and I was cool. I don't want to go back at all, no more. But these niggas will go sit and do 5-10 years, 15. Like, it's cool, bro. Like, so they don't care about no damn RICO, or they wouldn't be doing what they was doing. If they was really scared and worried about a RICO, they wouldn't be doing their activities. Like I said, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I got, I got homies in the streets that I love, but they ain't actively out there doing shit. They get money. they on to other shit. You know, if something happened, you know, they gotta do their thug DZ, then they do their thug DZ. But putting it on the internet is crazy, bro. And like I said, knowing y'all, I got a Rico on y'all, but that's what these niggas wanted. They want to prove that they the toughest niggas out there. They the savage. Oh yeah, we took over. Oh, we took Doodie Low chain, man. Like I said, but where's the other piece of it, bro? Y'all just showing the chain.
Right now, Little Dirk is locked up for the unalive in a little pad, and the
Right,
microscope
then y'all
is
ain't
not only on O Block and OTF, it's on the other guys as well. And knowing that, why would you openly want to beef with somebody you know are under Rico spotlight right now? Perfect example, right? It's like 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine terrorized the whole industry, and everybody wonder why nobody do anything to him. They don't
Right.
try to beat him up. They don't try
Right.
to shoot him. No, none of that. You know why? Because 6ix9ine is too hot. No
Yep.
matter what he says or what he does, but anybody with a little bit of sense know that if you do anything to that man, you're basically asking to go to jail. He's
Yep.
already hot. You know he's federal property. You know that they got a close eye on him because they know what he does. So at the end of the day, I feel this is a situation where you're playing with fire. But the only reason you wouldn't think it is if it's just a stage play the whole time. I don't know. Like I said, let me be the conspiracy theorist. Something just don't seem right. It don't seem right that every day something new is coming out about all this, and we haven't really heard much from Doodie Low. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I'm waiting to see that OTF piece. Until I see that OTF piece, I don't think that that's Doodie Low's chain, right? Until we get a response from Doodie Low, I don't think that's Doodie Low's chain. So y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think that is Doodie Low chain? Do y'all think Doodie Low really got robbed? Or do y'all think they just playing with us for whatever reason?
Man, like I said, who knows if Doodie Low really got robbed or not. Like I said, he ain't responding back to him. Like I said, like my thing is like in real life, y'all got a homie that's got unalive. Why like I'm not like I said, I'm not condoning violence and or wishing death upon robbing him. If these are your so-called ops and this bloodshed, why y'all didn't just do that to him? Y'all supposedly robbed him of his chain and took it. Like, and then go show it off without the actual evidence that is his. Like the fact, like I said, I think it was just if Doodie Low did get robbed, it was by some random ass niggas that probably seen who he was and got up on him. That's what I think happened. These niggas just trolling because they want to take credit for it. Because they want to be, super cool. Like I said, they want to have these, clout and all this shit. Like, bro, nah, bro. If you gangster, bro, keep it in the streets, bro. Keep it off the internet, bro. It ain't, like I said, too many people getting put in jail, Ricos and stuff going on because y'all niggas want to be on the internet telling what's going on. Like I said, so until Doodie Low come out and said that he got robbed and that ain't his OTF chain, then that shit fake. You feel me? Like I said, shout out to Hookah Anonymous for the video. I'll catch y'all on the next one.